Didn't plan to see this far, just kept going past where I was. Every doubt fell quiet behind, like it knew it was out of time. The wind hits hard, I don't lean back, I let it push me off the map. Every fear that said stay small sounds different from up here now. I used to think the world was closed, turns out I was holding the door. It's a wide open world, and I'm standing in it, breathing like I finally fit. No edge, no end, just space to move. A wide open world, and I'm choosing it. Every road I didn't take taught me something anyway. I don't regret the slow delays, they built the strength in my legs. I don't need more certainty, I need honesty. It's a wide open world under my skin. Every step feels like a win, no escape, no excuse. A wide open world, and I'm choosing truth. If this is all there ever is, and let me meet it fully awake. Let me stand here unafraid, let me rise without the It's a wide open world, and I'm alive in it, not rushing through a single minute. No armor, no shield, a wide open world, and this is real. Wide open, wide open here. Yeah, I'm here. I used to stay too long at tables that drained me, laugh at jokes that slowly rearrange me. I called it being loyal, called it being kind. Truth was I was scared of leaving things behind. I watched myself shrink just to keep the peace, fold my sharp corners till I felt incomplete. Funny how silence can sound like grace when you're afraid of standing in your own place. Some exits save more than they take. I learned to leave early, before I went numb, before my heart mistook endurance for love. I don't slam doors, I don't explain. I learned to leave early and walk off clean. They said you changed like it wasn't in so, but staying the same was costing results. I didn't burn bridges, I just stopped pretending that standing strength. Looks like absence. The years don't ask if you're ready, they just show up all the same. One day you're counting candles, next day you're forgetting names. The mirror learns your story before you ever speak. It keeps the parts you tried to hide and softens what was sharp and weak. I thought time moved like a river, something you could see, but it's more like changing weather, happening quietly. One season you're running barefoot, next you're closing doors. Not because you lost the feeling, just learn what feelings are for. The years don't ask, they don't explain. They take what's loud and leave what stays. If growing old is losing ground, then why do I feel more found? The years don't ask. I see my parents in my posture, in the way I hesitate, how I plan for everything and still arrive too late. I don't fight the passing anymore, I don't chase who I was. If this is what it means to last, I'll trust it does what it does. The years don't ask for permission or proof, they take the edges off your fear and leave the truth. If time is teaching me at all, it's how to stand, not how to fall. The years don't ask. Some things deepen. The years don't ask, but they stay. They take your youth and give you weight. If this is the trade we make, I'll take it clean, I'll take it brave. The years don't ask. They told me compromise was how you stay alive. Said pick your battles, kid, like every line's the same, but some lines hold your name. Stepping back feels worse than standing in the rain. I watch people shrink to fit the room they chose. Called it being practical, called it growing old. I learned there's a cost you don't see at first glance. You pay it slowly every time you don't stand. I wasn't stubborn, I was sure. I didn't bend when bending meant disappearing. I didn't fold just to keep the peace. Holding my ground cost me a few things. I didn't bend, at least I stayed me. Don't always roar, sometimes it just stays. Keeps its back straight on the longest days. I don't need applause, I don't need to win. I just need to look myself in the eye again. Some storms respect you when you don't move. I didn't bend, and I won't explain. There are worse losses than walking away changed. If this is the price of being whole, I didn't bend, and I don't feel old. Integrity isn't loud, it laughs. I saw a woman learning patience, waiting on a late night train. A man rehearsing apologies he'd never say again. A kid pretending not to notice his father's shaking hands. Life was happening everywhere without a master plan. A couple fighting over nothing because something's hard to name. Two old friends sharing silence like it's calling out their names. Every face a small confession, every step a private war. Funny how we pass each other like we're not carrying more. From the other side of the street, it all looks so clear. Everybody's brave in public, everybody's scared in here. We're all just walking stories, trying to feel complete. I learned that watching life from the other side of the street. I saw hope tied up in schedules, dreams postponed with care. Love reduced to small talk so nobody has to stare. I saw kindness miss its moment by a second or a fear, and regret arrive exactly when courage disappears. From the other side of the street, we all look so composed, but I've never met a soul who didn't crack when they were close. If mercy is a mirror, then I finally can see I'm not just watching life, it's watching me. Maybe we'd be gentler if we knew how much invisible weight everyone's walking through. From the other side of the street, I don't judge the pace, I don't know the battles behind every face. So I lower my expectations and widen my grace. I stop watching life and step into place.
Oh, 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 oh. I slept in fields of clover, I walked on city streets, I loved with open fingers, and I faced my own defeats. I followed foolish whispers, I ignored the safer sound. I got lost 100 times on unfamiliar ground, but I have no regrets. No, I have no regrets. Every wrong turn was a teacher, every day was what I get. For the living, for the feeling, for the bitter and the sweet. I have no regrets. I broke some hearts, including mine. I spoke when I should wait. I showed up at the party when I should have left to fate. I burned some careful bridges with the matches of my pride. I stood out in the pouring rain with nowhere left to hide. But I have no regrets. No, I have no regrets. Every wrong turn was a teacher, every death was what I get. For the living, for the feeling, for the bitter and the sweet. I have no regrets. 'Cause a ghost of what I didn't do would haunt me more, you see, than any scar I carry now from what I chose to be. A life of perfect caution is a song you never sing, a still and tidy painting of an imaginary thing. So let them say I should have stayed or taken different roads. I carried every burden, and I shouldered every load. And in the mirror now I see a face that's lived its truth, a grateful, tired veteran of my reckless, roaring youth. I have no regrets. No, I have no regrets. Every wrong turn was a teacher. Every day was what I guess. For the living, for the feeling, for the bitter and the sweet. I have no
You ask for fire, for the wild and warning burn, to chase away the shadows at every twisting turn. But fire eats the oxygen inside a guarded room, and leaves you in the darkness with the ash and with the gloom, to sweep up what it wanted. And every yes you gather, every treasure that you hold, comes wrapped inside the fabric of a future growing cold. You trade the quiet safety for the tempest and the song. You trade the might have been for the what if it's all wrong. That's the bargain, that's the price of getting strong. You want the open ocean, the horizon's endless blue, to feel the great forever pulling something deep in you. But the ocean's gift of distance is the terror of the deep, and the price of all that freedom is the loneliness you keep in your salt-lined pockets. And every yes you gather, every treasure that you hold, comes wrapped inside the fabric of a future growing cold. You trade the quiet safety for the tempest and the song. You trade the might have been for the what if it's all wrong. That's the bargain, that's the toll for moving on. The bird that flies the highest feels the first and coldest draft. The soul that loves the deepest draws the sharpest, cruelest graft from the heart's own tender ledger. So before you wish to soar, know the weight of what you're trading for, the things you're aching for. Know the weight of wings. So weigh it, the flight, the fall, the calling, the all, the weight, the weight. We learned the cost of groceries before we learned how to fight. Counted change in the kitchen under flickering light. You said love will keep us warm when the heat got shut off again. I believed you in that moment, still do now and then.
The rain came down in sheets that year like a new art dress. Bills stacked up like weather we couldn't second guess. I watched you stare at numbers like they might say your name, but the hurt was never in the balance. It was deeper than the blame.
It was never the money, it was the silence at night. The way we held our breath instead of holding on tight. Love don't disappear in poverty, it just changes how it sounds. It was never the money, it was the storms we couldn't ride out. You took over time like shelter, I took hope like a loan. We slept back to back, trying not to feel alone. I'd hear you crying quietly like thunder far away. I didn't know how to save us, so I learned how to pray. They say love's just a number on a better day, but hearts don't keep accounts, they just break or stay. It was never the money, it was fear in disguise. The way we stopped dreaming, started surviving our lives. Love doesn't fail from hunger, it fails when no one speaks. It was never the money, it was the words we didn't keep. We've been rich in forgiveness, poor in pride. Will we still be standing side by side? The rain don't ask permission, the roof don't choose to leak, but love's the only thing that needs belief. It was never the money, though it took all the blame. It was standing in the wreckage, calling weather a name. If love is a shelter, it's built from truth, not gold. It was never the money, it was the cold we let grow old. The storm passed like they all do, left the street washed clean, but some damage don't show up on a balance sheet. I left my name in the doorway of a town that don't remember faces. I learned how little a man needs when he stops trying to outrun his traces. I carried words I never said, like stones in a weathered coat. Some I dropped in moving water, some I still keep close. The road don't promise answers, it don't swear you'll arrive. It just asks you to keep walking listen while you're alive. I watch the seasons trade places, like old friends changing seats. I saw hope hiding in corners most folks don't think to reach. I loved a woman like a sunrise that never learned to stay, but the warmth was worth the leaving, so I never cursed the day. The road don't owe you meaning or a reason to begin. It just opens up in front of you and dares you to step in. I once believed in destination, in flags planted deep and proud. But the older that I've gotten, the less I trust a crowd. There's a truth that lives in motion, in the miles you don't defend, in the space between the moment and the place you thought you'd end. If I'm buried when it's over, let it be where I stood still, not chasing gold or forgiveness, just listening to the hill say I live between the verses, not loud but fully grown. I walk the road until it's softened, and I finally felt at home. 'Cause the road don't close the story, it don't need a final line, it just fades into the distance like a well-worn state of mind.
It was love camouflaged as hate. That's what I see now looking back. A heart that learned to guard itself by keeping every door half cracked. The world had taught you timing, when to speak and when to hide, so you wore your silence like armor and kept the truth inside. Alright, heart so bruised by weather, so measured, so restrained. You learned to hold your fire so nobody could aim. They mistook your distance for coldness, sharp and unkind, never knowing gentleness was the first thing you buried alive. You were a diamond from the sunlight, lying patient in the ground, waiting for a careful hand that wouldn't tear you out. If love looked sharp around the edges, it was only self-defense. You weren't made of bitterness, you were made of consequence. Protected by your winter, but warm beneath the snow. You didn't freeze your heart, you just slowed the way it flows. The sweetest things don't shout their worth, they wait to be understood. And every time you pulled away, it wasn't cruelty, it was good. Some hearts survive by hardening until someone stays. You were a diamond hidden deeper than most ever dare to go. The kind of love that doesn't beg or need to show. If the world called you difficult, it just didn't know your art. 'Cause the cold was only guarding the softest heart. Pain taught you caution, not how to hate. Still here, still warm. Love doesn't disappear, it waits. You were never what they named you, never what it seemed. You were kindness, learning boundaries, trying to breathe. And if I sound certain now, it's 'cause I finally see the sweetest heart I ever knew was hiding just to be free. Still warm, still there. Some love survives by staying unseen.
You left softly, like you meant to, like you'd planned it all along. No slammed doors, no last words, nothing to prove me wrong. Your shoes stayed by the doorway, like you might still return. But I knew by how you moved, what you didn't say was firm. You didn't take the silence, you left it here with me. Some exits don't announce themselves, they just let you see. You left softly, like you meant to, like staying wasn't fair. Some goodbyes are built from care, not damage or despair. I watched you choose your freedom without asking me to agree. You left softly, like you meant to, and left the rest to me. The room kept its shape, but lost its point. I learned how presence works by feeling the joint. You didn't make it harder, you didn't make it kind. You just stopped belonging to the life I had in mind. I thought love would argue or ask ask me to stay, but sometimes it just listens, then walks away. You left softly, like you meant to, like you weighed every step. Some endings don't need noise to earn their depth. I didn't chase or call your name, I let the moment be. You left softly like you meant to, and taught me how to leave. Maybe kindness isn't staying when the truth won't bend. Maybe knowing when to go is how some things end. You left softly, like you meant to. I won't rewrite the scene. There was honesty in how you left, even if it cut through me. I don't carry anger now, just clarity. You left softly like you meant to, and left me what to be. And left me what to be. Some exits hurt because they're clean. The night sky opens vast and wide. Stars like landing side by side. Every step I take feels light, even in the quiet of night. Crickets hum, the earth exhales, softly telling me its tales. I don't need a map or a guide. The starlit paths are at my side. Starlit paths lead me home through fields where I've wandered alone. No need to hurry, no need to find. The world unfolds gentle and kind. Starlit paths hold my hand, guide me softly through the land. I am small, yet I belong on these paths where stars are strong. A breeze carries distant songs. The night moves slow, but I belong. Each shadow holds a silver thread. Stories whispered, softly said. Starlit paths lead me home through fields where I've wandered alone. No need to hurry, no need to find. The world unfolds gentle and kind. Starlit paths hold my hand, guide me softly through the land. I am small, yet I belong on these paths where stars are strong. Even when darkness hides away, even when doubts try to sway, the stars remind me to trust the night. Every step carries its own light. Starlit paths lead me home through fields where I've wandered alone. No need to hurry, no need to find. The world unfolds gentle and kind. Starlit paths hold my hand, guide me softly through the land. I am enough, I am strong on these paths where stars belong. Starlit paths. I belong. I am enough. I am strong. I saw you in the grocery line, a ghost from a different time. You looked right through me, then you stopped, and all the careful years just dropped. You look different now, you talk different too. A softer voice, a different view. The sharpened edges I once knew are rounded off and worn clean through. We grabbed a coffee, found a seat, a hesitant and bittersweet reunion of two faded maps, remembering the old collapse. You said you're living up the coast, the thing you wanted most, almost. You smiled, but it didn't reach your eyes. A careful practice compromise. And I just hope you haven't given up, 'cause that's a moment that it gets you, when the light goes from your cup and the cold night starts to let you just settle in and call it done. I hope love has been kind to you and found you when the running's through. I really hope that it's been kind. We spoke of weather, spoke of work, the places where our old dreams lurk. We didn't mention all the cracks, the heavy things we can't give back. We finished up and said goodbye beneath a pale and hollow sky. A promise to not lose the thread, but all the real things went unsaid. And I just hope you haven't given up, 'cause that's the moment that it gets you, when the light goes from your cup and the cold night starts to let you just settle in and call it done. I hope love has been kind to you and found you when the running's through. I really hope that it's been kind. I watched you walk back to your car, a fading, distant, lonely star. We're just two stories mostly read, with so much quiet left unsaid. But in my heart a simple plea for who you were and who you'll be. I hope love's kind, I hope you fight. I hope you find your stubborn light.
Don't love you like I used to, not careless, not blind. I don't fall without a reason, or mistake sparks for signs. I've learned the weight of silence, I've learned what words can do. I don't love you like I used to, I love you true. Don't promise you forever, like it's mine to give away. I promise I've been choosing you on the ordinary days, when nothing feels poetic, when the magic's hard to find. That's when love starts telling truth instead of being kind. This is love after knowing, after fear, after loss. Not the fire that consumes you, but the bridge that you cross. It's quieter than dreaming, but it stays when dreams end. This is a love after knowing, not how it starts, how it stands. I've seen passion burn itself out. I've seen comfort turn to stone. I've learned desire isn't proof of never being alone. So if I reach for your hand now, it's not habit or need. It's a choice I keep making when nobody's watching me. I don't love you for the feeling, I love you for the work. This is love after knowing, after breaking and repair. Not the rush of being wanted, but the calm of being there. If the world keeps testing us, if the shine wears thin, this is love after knowing, and I'm still all in. Maybe love matures when it stays, when it learns how to listen and not run away. Stay still. This is love after knowing, not perfect, not loud, but it shows up every morning and it doesn't bow. If there's beauty in choosing after you've been burned, this is love after knowing, and it's earned. Some loves grow roots,
streets exhale when the doors all close. Neon hums where the silence goes. I walk slower, not from fear, just listening more than I did earlier. Windows glow like private moons, every life in its own room. I don't feel outside the night, I feel held by the street light. The noise is gone, but I'm not. After the lights go down, I hear myself clear. No one's watching now, and I'm still here. No applause, no crown, just truth when the lights go down. My reflection fades in passing glass. I look lighter than my past, like something heavy let me be, without asking what it cost me. I don't need witnesses to feel this real. After the lights go down, I don't perform, I don't make I just stand on solid ground, learning who I am. When the lights go down, maybe this is where strength lives, not in what you show, but what you keep. When the world stops pulling at your sleeve, unless you breathe. After the lights go down, I stay awake, not chasing highs, not trying to escape. No fear, no sound, just peace when the lights go down. You speak of the ocean with a dreamer's soft sigh. You love its wild notion as the seagulls cry. You trace the horizon where the deep blue begins, but you stand on the shoreline 'cause you don't know how to swim. You talk about loving with a heart pure and true, of finding that someone to see all of you. You paint pretty pictures of a future, a friend, but you build your own fences, scared of how it might end. You say you like the sun, its warm, forgiving light. You feel it on your skin in the morning, so bright, but you turn away quickly if it meets with your gaze. You hide in the shadow for the rest of your days. So tell me, who has ever truly looked at the sun without burning a little when the looking's begun? Who has ever loved the ocean without tasting the salt? Who has ever chosen love without facing the fault? Maybe living's not in liking from a safe, distant place. Maybe it's in the burning and the waves in your face. Maybe it's in the drowning and the learning to float. Maybe it's in the whisper that sticks in your throat.